Have you ever faced a major challenge in life that seemed impossible to overcome? Maybe it was a personal loss, a financial setback, or a period of uncertainty that tested your limits. Life throws all kinds of challenges our way, and in those moments it can feel like everything is falling apart. But the question we must ask ourselves is this: how do we cope with these challenges while maintaining strong faith? We've all experienced times when we feel overwhelmed, but it's in these moments that our faith can play a pivotal role. Challenges are inevitable. No matter how hard we try to avoid them, they come knocking on our door at some point. But what if we viewed them not as obstacles, but as opportunities? Opportunities to strengthen our faith, grow spiritually, and become more resilient. Challenges are not just tests of our endurance. They can be pathways to deeper growth and a more solid foundation in our beliefs. In life, challenges are not an anomaly. They are a natural part of the human experience. No one is exempt. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a health scare, struggles in relationships, or financial difficulties, challenges come in many forms. The key lies in how we respond to them. While we may not be able to control when or how these challenges arrive, we do have the power to control how we face them. The question isn't about whether we will face hardship, but rather how we will meet it when it comes. It is in those moments of difficulty that our faith can serve as a guiding light. Faith can be the anchor that keeps us grounded, helping us find strength when everything else feels uncertain. Instead of being crushed by life's challenges, we can use them as opportunities to deepen our trust in God and allow our spiritual lives to grow stronger. In the midst of hardship, faith doesn't promise that things will be easy, but it does promise that we will never face these challenges alone. When we trust in a higher power, we are empowered to face our struggles with hope, courage, and a sense of purpose that transcends our circumstances. In today's video, we are going to explore how to face life's greatest challenges and how faith can help us overcome them with strength and perseverance. We'll look at the role faith plays when life feels overwhelming, and how we can use our spiritual beliefs to find peace, strength, and resilience in the toughest times. Throughout this video, we'll reflect on how challenges can become turning points for spiritual growth. We will discuss practical ways to tap into our faith, draw strength from it, and navigate life's trials with a deeper sense of trust. If you're facing a difficult time or simply want to be better prepared for when the next challenge comes, this video is for you. Faith isn't just something we lean on in times of peace, it's the anchor that holds us steady in the storms of life. If you found this video meaningful and believe it could help others, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs motivation to overcome challenges in their life. Let's spread the message of strength through faith and support each other as we navigate the challenges life brings. Life is not always a smooth journey. As much as we might wish for a path free of obstacles, challenges are an inevitable part of the human experience. Whether we are prepared for them or not, challenges will inevitably arise at various points throughout our lives. In fact, challenges are often considered an integral part of what makes life meaningful. They push us out of our comfort zones, force us to adapt, and test our resilience. From the moment we are born, we face challenges, and as we grow, these challenges evolve with us. Challenges are not exclusive to any particular age, background, or stage of life. Children face challenges in school and in learning about the world, teenagers grapple with identity and relationships, and adults deal with financial pressures, career setbacks, and raising families. In fact, one of the most striking aspects of life is how challenges appear in different forms at different times. These challenges can take many shapes and sizes. Some of the most common and impactful challenges people face include financial crises. Many people struggle with unexpected expenses, job loss, or mounting debts. Financial stress can weigh heavily on individuals and families, causing anxiety, sleepless nights, and strained relationships. Loss of loved ones. Death is one of the most universal and painful challenges in life. Losing someone close to us, whether it's a parent, spouse, child, or friend, can shake our foundation, leaving us grappling with grief, loneliness, and uncertainty about the future. failure in work or career. Whether it's failing to get a promotion, losing a job, or facing rejection challenges in our careers can be deeply discouraging. They may leave us questioning our abilities' worth or even our purpose in life. Illness health challenges, whether acute or chronic, are another common and difficult aspect of life. An unexpected diagnosis can disrupt everything from daily routines to future plans. The emotional and physical toll can be overwhelming, and it may leave us feeling isolated or hopeless. These examples of challenges, while varied, all share one common thread. They disrupt our normal course of life and force us to confront something that we may not be ready for. At the core of every challenge, there is a sense of loss or discomfort. Life feels uncertain, and it can be easy to fall into despair or frustration. But it's important to remember that these challenges, while difficult, are a universal part of the human experience. It is easy to think that challenges are something to avoid, but the truth is that they are unavoidable, and no one is exempt. Life is not about escaping challenges, but about learning how to navigate them with resilience, courage, and wisdom. By understanding that challenges are a normal part of life, we can begin to view them as something we are equipped to handle, rather than something that will inevitably defeat us. While facing challenges is inevitable, how we respond to them makes all the difference. It's easy to view challenges as negative experiences that cause pain, frustration, and even despair. But challenges are not necessarily bad. In fact, they are often opportunities for growth, both personally and spiritually. When we face hardship, we often experience discomfort, and this discomfort can be a catalyst for personal transformation. It forces us to take a step back, re-evaluate our lives, and search for new ways to cope. This process of overcoming difficulties, while painful, is the foundation upon which we build resilience, wisdom, and a deeper connection with ourselves and others. One of the most significant benefits of facing challenges is the development of patience. It's easy to become frustrated when things don't go according to plan, but challenges teach us that things often take time. Patience allows us to endure setbacks, knowing that progress is often slow and requires perseverance. For example, when facing financial difficulties, patience can help us resist the urge to panic or make hasty decisions. Instead, we learn to plan budget and trust that things will improve over time. Patience also teaches us to trust the process. Life doesn't always unfold in a linear fashion, and the detours we take along the way can be frustrating. But when we exercise patience, we learn to trust that the lessons we are learning in the moment are preparing us for something greater. The more we practice patience, the more we become capable of facing even the most challenging circumstances with a calm and steady spirit. Challenges also provide a powerful opportunity for spiritual growth. When we face difficulties, it's natural to question our faith or to feel disconnected from our spiritual beliefs. However, it is in these times of struggle that faith can deepen. Many people find that their spiritual practices, whether it's prayer, meditation, reading, sacred texts, or connecting with a community of believers, become more meaningful during times of hardship. Spiritual growth during difficult times allows us to learn to trust in something greater than ourselves. It's in these moments of trial that we realize we cannot control everything, but we can surrender our struggles to a higher power. Through this surrender, we find peace and strength. The teachings of various religious traditions emphasize that in our weakness, we can find divine strength. For example, the Christian Bible speaks of how God's power is made perfect in our weakness, 2 Corinthians 12:9. This concept resonates deeply with many believers who find that through their challenges, they are able to rely more fully on their faith. Perhaps the most important way challenges help us grow is by strengthening our faith. Faith is not just something we hold on to when life is easy. It's something that is tested and proven during difficult times. When we experience hardships, we have the opportunity to cling to our faith in ways that we might not have otherwise. We begin to understand that faith isn't just about believing in times of comfort, but about trusting when things seem impossible. The process of enduring challenges allows us to build spiritual muscles, so to speak. Every time we face a trial and lean into our faith, we emerge stronger and more resilient. Even though our circumstances might not change immediately, our inner strength grows and we are better equipped to face future challenges with confidence and trust. Faith that has been tested is faith that becomes unshakable. Many religious traditions emphasize the importance of overcoming challenges and becoming stronger through them. The Bible, for example, is full of stories of individuals who faced immense trials but emerged stronger because of their faith. One of the most well-known stories of overcoming hardship in the Bible is that of Job. Job experienced unimaginable loss, the death of his children, the destruction of his wealth, and a painful illness. Yet throughout his suffering, Job did not abandon his faith. In fact, he questioned God but never lost trust in his ultimate goodness. Through his trials, Job grew in understanding, and by the end of the story, he was rewarded with even greater blessings than before. Job's story is a powerful reminder that faith can carry us through the most difficult times, and that hardships, though painful, are often necessary for spiritual growth. Another profound example is the suffering and sacrifice of Jesus Christ. Jesus faced immense physical, emotional, and spiritual challenges, culminating in his death on the cross. However, through his suffering, Christians believe that Jesus provided a path to salvation for humanity. His story shows that suffering can have a redemptive purpose and that challenges when faced with faith can lead to greater good. Jesus' life exemplifies that our challenges can be a part of a larger plan, even if we don't fully understand them at the moment. The story of Abraham is another example of enduring faith through trials. Abraham was asked by God to sacrifice his son Isaac, an incredibly difficult and challenging test. Despite the overwhelming nature of the request, Abraham's unwavering faith in God led him to be willing to follow through. In the end, God provided a ram as a substitute sacrifice, and Abraham's faith was rewarded. This story emphasizes that obedience and trust in God's plan can carry us through life's most difficult moments. While challenges are a natural and unavoidable part of life, they also offer us opportunities to grow. They teach us patience, strengthen our faith, and lead us to deeper spiritual understanding. The difficulties we face can be transformative if we approach them with the right perspective, seeing them not as obstacles but as chances to grow, learn, and rely more deeply on our faith. In the end, it's not the absence of challenges that defines us, but how we respond to them. When we face hardship with faith, we emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Challenges in their many forms become opportunities for spiritual growth, and through them we discover the true strength of our beliefs. In the face of life's greatest challenges, faith is not just a comfort or a source of hope, it is the essential anchor that keeps us grounded. Challenges by their very nature often create feelings of confusion, fear, and uncertainty. It's easy to feel lost in moments of hardship, especially when we face setbacks or obstacles that seem insurmountable. However, faith has the power to help us stay focused and move forward even when the road ahead feels impossible. At its core, faith is a belief in something greater than ourselves, whether that's trusting God, the universe, or the inherent goodness of life. Faith gives us the strength to keep going when everything else seems to be falling apart. It reminds us that even when we can't see the end of the journey, we can trust that there is a higher purpose at work even in the midst of difficulty. Faith can help us remain centered and calm in situations where others might panic or lose hope. When we believe that there is a plan for us even when we don't understand it, we gain the strength to face life's struggles with courage and perseverance. Faith offers us a sense of purpose during chaos and helps us view challenges not as roadblocks, but as part of a larger, meaningful process. The power of faith in times of struggle is also reflected in the ways it helps us overcome self-doubt and fear. When we struggle, it's easy to start questioning ourselves and our worth. Faith reminds us that we are not defined by our failures or our hardships. We are defined by our ability to persevere and keep moving forward. It is through faith that we can rise above our circumstances and discover the strength to continue even when the odds seem stacked against us. The stories of many religious figures and prominent individuals who faced unimaginable challenges and overcame them through faith serve as powerful reminders of the role faith can play in overcoming adversity. Their lives demonstrate that faith isn't just a passive belief, it is a source of strength and resilience that can propel us through even the toughest circumstances. Abraham is one of the most profound examples of someone who faced incredible tests of faith. When God called upon him to sacrifice his son Isaac, Abraham did not hesitate. Although the task was unimaginable and heartbreaking, Abraham trusted God's plan and was willing to follow through, believing that God had a purpose in the challenge. His faith carried him through one of the greatest trials a parent could ever face, and his willingness to surrender to God's will ultimately led to God's blessings being fulfilled in his life. Abraham's faith was not just about belief, it was about trusting God's plan even when it was unclear. Similarly, the story of Job in the Bible offers a powerful illustration of enduring faith in the face of immense suffering. Job was a righteous man who lost his wealth, his health, and his family. Yet despite these overwhelming losses, Job never lost his faith in God. His story is one of spiritual endurance and unwavering trust in God, even when his world seemed to crumble around him. Job's faith wasn't just a passive form of worship, it was an active choice to trust God's greater plan even in the darkest moments. Ultimately, Job's steadfast faith was rewarded, and he was restored with even greater blessings than before. The lives of Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela also offer powerful examples of how faith can drive individuals to persevere through great personal and societal challenges. Both men fought against injustice, faced imprisonment, and endured tremendous hardship. But their faith in justice, equality, and a higher moral purpose kept them going. King's faith in the righteousness of his cause and Mandela's unyielding belief in forgiveness and reconciliation allowed them to persist, ultimately changing the course of history. Their faith provided them with the moral courage to face adversity, transform their communities, and inspire generations of people to continue fighting for justice and peace. One of the most profound ways that faith supports us during life struggles is by shifting our perspective. When we face challenges, it is easy to fall into the trap of viewing them as obstacles or failures. We may feel defeated or frustrated, overwhelmed by the weight of the situation. However, faith helps us reframe challenges not as something to avoid, but as opportunities to learn, grow, and deepen our spiritual understanding. Faith gives us the ability to look at challenges through a different lens. Rather than seeing them as the end of the road, we begin to view them as stepping stones in our personal and spiritual development. It is through facing challenges that we often discover inner strength and resilience that we didn't know we had. Faith encourages us to embrace challenges as part of the process of becoming stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. For instance, in times of financial difficulty, instead of becoming overwhelmed with despair, faith can help us see the opportunity to practice gratitude, patience, and resourcefulness. When relationships falter, faith can help us focus on forgiveness, healing, and understanding. And when illness strikes, faith can help us maintain hope and peace, trusting that every experience has a higher purpose even when it's difficult to understand. Faith encourages us to see challenges as temporary and transformative. It's through these challenges that we often build our character, deepen our spiritual practices, and learn important life lessons. Without challenges, we may never discover our capacity for growth. Faith teaches us that even in the hardest times, we are being refined and molded into better versions of ourselves. Another crucial aspect of faith is its ability to increase our resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to remain strong and adaptable in the face of challenges. Faith is not just about getting through difficult times, it's about coming out of them stronger and more capable. Faith makes us resilient because it teaches us that our identity is not defined by our struggles, but by our connection to something greater than ourselves. When we face hardship, it's easy to get lost in the difficulty of the moment and forget that we are not alone. But faith reminds us that we have the strength of something much larger than our own willpower. This connection to a higher power, whether God or the universe, gives us the confidence to persevere. Moreover, faith encourages us to adopt a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities and resilience can be developed through effort and perseverance. Faith helps us realize that every challenge, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. Just like a muscle that becomes stronger through resistance, our spiritual muscles grow stronger each time we choose to trust, endure, and rely on faith in the midst of hardship. In addition, faith encourages us to keep going even when the outcome is uncertain. Many people lose hope when they cannot immediately see a solution, but faith assures us that even when the path is unclear, we are still being guided towards something greater. The resilience of faith lies in its ability to help us trust in the unseen and keep moving forward even in the darkest times. The power of faith in overcoming challenges is undeniable. Faith provides us with the strength to stay grounded and focused, even when life's difficulties threaten to overwhelm us. Through faith, we can view challenges as opportunities for growth, learning, and spiritual development. And above all, faith makes us resilient, helping us to overcome challenges and emerge stronger and more capable than before. The stories of figures like Abraham, Job, Martin Luther King Jr., and Nelson Mandela remind us that faith is not just about surviving life's trials, it's about thriving in the midst of them. Through their faith, they found the courage to confront adversity head-on and to inspire others to do the same. As we face our own struggles, let us remember that faith is the key to overcoming challenges, and that with faith we can grow stronger, more compassionate, and more resilient in the process. One of the most powerful ways to face life's challenges with resilience and grace is by incorporating faith practices into our daily routine. Just as we maintain our physical health through regular exercise and good nutrition, our spiritual health requires consistent attention and nourishment. Faith isn't something that can be turned on and off when life gets tough. It's a way of life that needs to be cultivated and strengthened every day. By building a strong foundation of faith through daily practices, we prepare ourselves to face life's challenges with confidence, courage, and peace. The beginning of each day offers a fresh start and a new opportunity to center ourselves in our faith. Starting your day with prayer or meditation is one of the most effective ways to ground yourself spiritually. Whether you are following a specific religious tradition or simply taking a moment for quiet reflection, prayer and meditation can set the tone for the entire day. This practice helps you focus on the presence of God or your higher power, offering a sense of peace and calm as you face whatever the day may bring. Prayer can be an opportunity to express gratitude for the blessings in your life, seek guidance, and ask for strength. It's a moment to reaffirm your trust in God's plan for you even when the future seems uncertain. Meditating or reflecting on scriptures, spiritual affirmations, or mantras can also help cultivate inner peace and clarity, making it easier to navigate life's challenges as they arise. Starting the day with these practices establishes a sense of spiritual readiness and helps you feel connected to your faith, providing a solid foundation to tackle the challenges that may come your way. Prayer and meditation can serve as tools for cultivating patience, faith, and resilience, helping to remind you of the bigger picture, even when the immediate circumstances seem overwhelming. In addition to daily prayer and meditation, we can seek ongoing comfort and strength from religious teachings, inspirational stories, and spiritual books. The words of great spiritual leaders, sacred texts, and modern-day stories of faith and perseverance can provide encouragement and insight when we are struggling. For example, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, and other sacred texts offer timeless wisdom that can provide clarity and comfort during difficult times. Whether you turn to specific passages or reflect on the teachings of these texts, they can remind you of God's promises, His love and His guidance, helping to keep your focus on faith even when facing hardship. Inspirational books and stories of people who have overcome great obstacles through faith can also offer invaluable insights. Stories of well-known figures such as Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Malala Yousafzai can serve as powerful reminders of the strength that comes from faith. By immersing yourself in such stories, you gain a sense of perspective and inspiration, understanding that even the most difficult struggles can be faced with courage and faith. Reading and reflecting on these teachings and stories gives us a practical way to nourish our spirit and deepen our understanding of how others have walked through adversity with faith. These practices help reinforce our beliefs and provide the strength we need to overcome our own challenges. Faith is not always easy to maintain, especially when life presents us with challenges that feel overwhelming. During difficult times, it's natural to feel discouraged, lost, or confused. However, it is precisely in these moments that our faith can be the most transformative. Faith doesn't eliminate the pain or difficulty, but it gives us the strength and perspective to endure and persevere. Below are some specific methods to help maintain and strengthen your faith during times of hardship. Practice patience and accept uncertainty in life. One of the most difficult aspects of facing life's challenges is the feeling of uncertainty. We often want immediate answers or solutions, but life doesn't always provide them. Patience is one of the key virtues we can cultivate when facing adversity. Patience allows us to endure difficult situations without losing hope or becoming frustrated. It is through patience that we learn to trust in the process, knowing that all things happen in their time. Faith teaches us that not everything in life is meant to be understood in the moment. Accepting uncertainty is an important part of the spiritual journey. Sometimes the best thing we can do is let go of our need for control and trust that God or the universe is guiding us through the unknown. In the midst of uncertainty, faith gives us the strength to trust that there is a purpose behind the challenges we face, even if we cannot see it right away. Patience doesn't mean passively waiting for things to change. Rather, it's about staying grounded, continuing to move forward, and trusting that the lessons and growth we need will come in time. It's through practicing patience and accepting life's uncertainties that we open ourselves up to receiving the peace and strength that faith offers. Seek support from the community. Connect with others who share the same faith and pray together to find strength. One of the most powerful ways to maintain and strengthen your faith is by seeking support from others. We are not meant to walk through life's challenges alone. Community is a vital part of the spiritual journey. Connecting with others who share your faith provides a source of encouragement, strength, and inspiration. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves, a community of believers who are also walking through life's struggles, supporting each other along the way. Whether through regular attendance at religious services, joining a small group, or participating in prayer circles, the support of others can be a tremendous source of comfort and strength during difficult times. Praying together with others who share your faith allows you to feel the collective power of prayer, and it fosters a deep sense of solidarity and community. In those moments when you feel weak, the prayers and support of others can lift you up and help you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Community also provides the opportunity to hear others' stories of faith and perseverance, which can be incredibly inspiring. When you hear about how others have faced and overcome their own struggles, it strengthens your belief that you too can overcome your challenges. Being surrounded by people who uplift and encourage you in your faith helps you stay focused on your spiritual path even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Practice gratitude. Even when facing difficulties, remember the good things in your life and give thanks for what you have. In the midst of life's trials, it's easy to focus on what is going wrong, but gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we can use to shift our perspective. When faced with challenges, taking time to reflect on the blessings in your life can change your outlook and provide peace in the midst of chaos. Gratitude is a way of acknowledging that even in the hardest moments, there is always something good to be thankful for. Practicing gratitude helps us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives instead of getting caught in the negativity of our circumstances. It reminds us that even in times of difficulty, we have been blessed with many things, from family and friends to health, shelter, and simple comforts. Gratitude allows us to see the bigger picture, reminding us that life is full of both challenges and blessings. Every day, make a conscious effort to list the things you are grateful for. This can be as simple as the people who support you, the strength you've gained through hardship, or the small moments of joy that come even during difficult times. Writing down your blessings or sharing them with others in a prayer circle can help keep your heart open and focused on the positives, no matter how small they may seem. Gratitude doesn't negate the pain or struggles we face, but it reframes our perspective, helping us see the beauty and strength that exists even in the most difficult situations. It can bring peace to our hearts and minds, allowing us to face challenges with a more positive and hopeful attitude. Faith is not a passive belief, but an active daily practice that helps us navigate life's challenges with strength, hope, and resilience. By incorporating daily practices such as prayer, meditation, reading, sacred texts, and reflecting on stories of faith, we build a strong spiritual foundation that helps us cope with adversity. Additionally, by practicing patience, seeking support from a community of believers, and practicing gratitude, we can maintain our faith during times of hardship, finding peace and strength in the midst of struggle. As we continue to face challenges in life, let us remember that faith is the key to overcoming them. Through daily spiritual practices, a positive perspective, and support from others, we can not only survive but thrive in the face of adversity. Faith empowers us to move forward with courage and grace, knowing that we are never alone on this journey. In a video today, we can see that life's challenges aren't easy, and sometimes they can feel overwhelming. However, faith can be the strength that helps us overcome anything. Faith allows us to find purpose in difficulty, teaching us that each challenge is an opportunity for growth and spiritual development. It reminds us that we are never alone, and through our faith we can trust in the support of God and the community around us. By leaning on our faith, we can face even the most difficult situations with resilience, courage, and hope. As you reflect on the challenges in your own life, consider how you can apply faith to your circumstances. How can you rely on your beliefs to help you persevere when things get tough? Try applying your faith to your life today and approach every challenge with courage and strength. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, seeking support from loved ones, or simply trusting that there is a greater plan, faith will provide you with the tools to face life's obstacles with confidence and grace. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs motivation to overcome challenges in their life. By sharing this message, you could inspire someone else to face their struggles with faith and strength. Let's help each other grow and thrive one step at a time.